Hey, how you guys doing? I just want to show you guys the new setup that I have for my fish. I used to have these guys in a 30-gallon tank with a lot less fish. Someone recently gave me this 55-gallon tank that they weren't using, and they thought I'd have better use for it. So instead of just putting more fish into the 55, I thought I'd transfer the fish that were in a 30-gallon into this 55-gallon. When I had the 30-gallon, all I had was three silver dollars in there, and I've always wanted to get more to have them more in a schooling habitat. So I added three more, added some of these emperor tetras, which I absolutely love. They're very peaceful. They don't do nip fin nipping at all. And these red ice serpent tetras, they were also in the previous tank. And this guy over here, I call him Little Pig because he's just uh, basically the tank vacuum cleaner. He gets whatever food is left over. He really enjoys it. He's reaching about 6 inches right now, and he absolutely loves his new tank. I also have the Dojo Loach, which you can see in there. I always thought that Dojo Loaches look like the Tremors from the Tremors movie, Graboids. But I didn't want to call him Graboid, so I thought I'd call him after the lead actor in that movie. So I called him Kevin Bacon, and I always thought that was really funny to have that. And I have two hang-on back filters. I have a Fluval Aqua Clear 70 on this side, and a Marine Penguin 350 on this side. Now the Marine Penguin has lava rock in it as well as sponges. You also have a pre-filter sponge on the in-tank filter right there. You also have pothos plants inside of it, so they can collect some of the nitrates that are in there. There's absolutely no ammonia or nitrite in it, so that's just one extra thing to control the nitrates. And you can see the painting that's on top of there. This aqua clear, all I have, I don't have usually carbon in it, but every once in a while I'll do it, maybe once every couple of months. So I have a zeocarb in there, and what I'll do is just collect any extra hard metals or toxins that are in it, just a precaution to make the water even more healthier. All I do is basically a sponge, biomedia, and another sponge, and then on top of that sponge, I'll either put filter floss or carbon pouch, whichever one I feel like. And I have also another intake sponge on this side. But they're all doing pretty good. A lot of people ask me how I keep tropical fish with this goldfish and loach, and I always keep the tank at a constant 74, 75 degrees, and that's a happy medium for both of them. The silver dollars are growing. Little pig, as he's growing a little bit, I'd say little by little every month. The dojo loach, Kevin Bacon, he's been growing very minimal, which is fine, and there's no rush. I think he's reaching about 4 inches. I bought him about 2 inches, I'm pretty sure, 2.5 inches, probably around that. The Emperor Tetras they just take it easy and relax. They don't bother anybody. I know some people say that they can be fin nippers, but they haven't been for myself. The red eye Serpei tetras, sometimes they fin nip, but they haven't been doing it these past few months, which is great. I think they just calmed down, especially after I added the Emperor tetras. They kind of play around and get along with the Emperor tetras. I guess I didn't think they were gonna really get along as well as they did because they look so different from each other, but they actually do school with each other every once in a while and play with each other, which is great. I hope you guys like it, and let me know what you guys think. I never keep the thermostat on unless I need to, like let's say winter, or if any sign of sickness comes up. I did have a sign of ick about a couple months ago. I didn't even have to medicate. I did use general cure because I wasn't sure it was ick until I did see some spots on the silver dollars. So then I just raised the temperature up to around 84, 85 for about 3 weeks, and it completely went away, and now they're eating well and healthy. I don't really need a strong bubbler for this tank because I have so much uh, water disturbance, so it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to have a bubbler. But Kevin Bacon, ever since I got him, he had made his home underneath this little circular bubbler that I first got for the 30-gallon tank, and so I just usually kept him. Right now he's in the skull cave, but majority of the time he'll sleep or hang out underneath his little air bubbler home. I got a couple of snails in there. They just clean up a little bit. But I really enjoy how this tank came up. I bought this tank stand from Walmart this about a month later after I got this tank, just to kind of set everything up. It cost about $100, which is pretty good for a 55-gallon tank stand. I like the colors and it's decent. I was planning on building this one, but I never went around to it. And I thought, I might as well, instead of buying a saw that's about $75 and all the supplies, might as well just buy one for the small tank. Because these silver dollars are going to start getting big, as well as this goldfish and dojo loach, I will have to upgrade eventually, probably next year. I'll probably either get a 75 or 100-gallon tank, most likely 100-gallon tank, because I like to go a little bit further than what's expected. The light on it is just the light that I had on a 10-gallon tank that I transferred on. I like just having a middle light, so I just put in the middle. You know, the silver dollars don't need that much lighting, as well as the goldfish, so, and the loaches and the tetras don't really like to be around the light so much, so I just like to have a nice middle light, and it kind of keeps it looking more serene and finished. Well, I hope you guys enjoy my tank, and let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, just ask below, and please subscribe.